Hello, good morning everybody. I hope you can see my screen and also hear my voice. So we are like 1 minute into time. This is Euro USD we are looking at. If you can remember yesterday, this was actually a sell for us. We were saying that according to the daily, we were supposed to look for a sell. Yesterday, the price went upwards. You can see this massive move to the upper side. And as I mentioned yesterday, as long as we had price above these three indicators, we expected it to proceed even higher. So as it is, this is still upwards. We expect price to continue to the upper side and should go up to this resistance 1.1077. If you are looking at this chart, you need to be waiting for sell positions, but only when price is around this level. So overall, this month we expect price to proceed downwards because there's a bearish pin bar, but the fact that price is continuing to the upper side means we are getting the correct place to be selling from. So expect that move to proceed upwards up to around this level, or the maximum should be here where we look for a sell. If you are looking at this pair, expect further movements to the upper side. So something like this is likely a move up and then a retracement before we can continue higher up to that level. So if you are interested in trading this pair, you need to be looking for buy positions, and look for buy positions now up to the level which I've mentioned. We have the first one, and then we have the next one at the very top. We move to the next symbol, and that should be GBP USD. Yeah, this is also very bullish on the one now. You can see there's some massive movements to the upper side yesterday, and then we also went above very significant levels. These levels. So we want price to retrace perfectly up to this level before we see a move even higher. So if you look at this chart at the moment, be sure to look for buy orders and expect that buy to take us up to this resistance. This is just as resistance. A resistance being broken becomes a support and a good place to buy from up to this resistance 1.2300. So those are the places to trade from. We wait for price to retrace back down, then we'll pick a buy after retracing towards that level up to the level which I've mentioned at the top. The next chart is JPY. Here yesterday we were looking for a sell, and the main reason we were looking for a sell is because we had a trend line here, and then we also had one on top which is there. And if you can remember, yesterday we actually said that if this is a resistance here, this is a resistance, continued down, it came back as a resistance, it continued down as a resistance, it continued down, and then there's a break above. So after the first retracement, you ought to have been selling the next one, buying the next one, sorry. If you bought that, we are still bullish, we are still upwards. Actually, it went up to our take profit, which was set around this level here. So this is the place where if you want to buy from, you can still wait for price to go beyond it, expect price to break above, then retrace back the same point so that you can buy from that point to the upper side. This is what you expect to happen, for price to proceed up, retrace back so that we can pick a buy after breaking above that level. So far we are correct, the price has been moving perfectly as we mentioned. It keeps hitting our levels and then breaking above or below clearly. So as it is, this is a buy. Expect a move up to this level here. Again, it should break above, retrace back, then we continue buying it even higher. So we move forward, move to our next symbol, and that should be SP500. And one thing before I look at SP500, I want to say that if you can remember, like this was Monday last week, I said that SP500 and USDJPY are supposed to be moving in the same direction. So both of them should be traded alongside each other. If you are seeing chances that the USDJPY may proceed to the upper side, you need to wait for the same trade on SP500. The two seems to be moving in the same direction. So don't pick a buy on SP500 and leave USDJPY. You have to confirm the two if they're showing the same thing. So if you have a similar signal, you trade both of them at the same time. That's the best time to trade. Move forward. SP500 is here. This is also perfectly bullish, and basically we went above this resistance. We clearly broke above it. We had this level here. So we mentioned that now what we're waiting for is for price to retrace back. We want price to come back down up to the same level. Just look at how perfect this level was, a very good resistance. We want price to come back down up to it. Look at how good this resistance was from this moment here. This was 5th of August. We had a resistance. 8th of August, a resistance. 14th of August, a resistance. Then 21st of August, a resistance. 26th of August, still a resistance. And then on 30th of August, it was a resistance. Then 4th of August, this was like yesterday, it was used as a resistance before we broke above it. So with this, price needs to come back to the same point before we proceed to the upper side. Price needs to retrace back down up to this level so that you can buy it up to the top. This is basically what you want to happen. We want price to retrace back up to this level so that you can pick a buy from that point to the top. We move to the next symbol, Brent oil. So this is how Brent oil looks. There's some level here which looks like a very good resistance here. We're still oscillating around that level there. A resistance, a resistance, a resistance, a resistance. With this, price needs to break above, then retrace back slightly up to the same point so that we pick a buy to the top. This is what we expect. For price to rise above, retrace back so that you can buy it even higher. On the forwards, the same thing, the same level is still significant, but we are yet to see a break above it. So price needs to break above on the forwards also. We need to see price go beyond that level, then retrace back so that you continue buying it up to the upper side. So this is a very good trend line. Don't overlook it, but wait for price to consolidate above it and then give you a signal before you can buy it higher. The next chart, which is gold. So this is how gold looks. Yesterday, if you can remember, we recommended a buy on gold. We had our line there, and then we said that price needs to break clearly above, retrace back so that you can continue buying it upward. So if you did what we said, like if you bought yesterday, we started recommending a buy from this point. If you can remember, we started saying a buy at this price. We also recommended a buy there. So we said that you're supposed to buy. We bought there, we also bought there, and then we also bought there. Then we wanted somebody to buy there. So if you are to look at this pair, you better be looking for buy positions even as you speak. As long as you have price above this level, look for buy positions. So expect price to proceed higher as long as it remains above 1547.41. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's market overview. We meet again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.